Give us a little bit of a minute here while we're figuring this out, everybody.
There's a lot of steps to get to on Facebook Live.
Okay.
A lot of steps.
And Keith and Jackie will let us know. Oh, we're live right now. Okay, I see that we're live right now. Bill, we're live. Okay, guys, I want to tell you about something cool that happened in church the other day. Bill and I still attend the Franciscan Renewal Center here in town. And I had just arrived and was kneeling down and praying for the Holy Spirit to come to me, which I often do because I feel that it's important to me to have all the readings be as pure as they can be and to give to you the best of what we get from the other side of the veil. And the priest came along and gave me this little cross that he had blessed. I really don't know this priest, but he came along and said he'd bless this cross and gave it to me. And it says, blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. So I took this as a sign that the Holy Spirit was answering my prayer, that out of a blue, a priest would come and give me this, which he said I can hold in my hand for comfort. And of course, the priest doesn't know that I do medium work or that I do grief work and that I help people from the other side of the veil. So I thought that was very interesting. And I wanted to share it with you because I think it's important to understand that we have to have a continued dialogue with God. And one thing that we don't want is for mediums to be in the way of your relationship with God, because mediums are just people. And readings are a matter of how we exchange energy with one another. So, for example, today I had someone that was in deep, deep grief and angry about the loss of a significant other, and therefore was not getting the vital signs and signals that the significant other was trying to give, because the anger, the despair, the grief, the hurt, some of that can get in your way when your loved ones are trying to reach you. It can also get in the way of any medium, me or John Crowley or James Van Praagh or any one of us. If you're in that deep level of desperation, what happens is your energy can block making the connection to the other side. Every week for the last several weeks, I have had a man who has come to me from the other side who sits in a wheelchair. Now, he's not in a wheelchair on the other side, but I would assume that he was in a wheelchair before he crossed, and that's his sign or signal to give to his wife. And so I don't know who that person is, but if you are that person that this man is trying to contact, please either get on our Zoom so I can talk to you for him, because he is really, really trying to reach you, or call in tonight. Now remember that if you want to join the webinar, you need to get on melindavail.com, my homepage, and that will instruct you exactly how to join, or you can call 602-875-0444, and I will connect with you there. So understand that your experience of grief needs to have with it an understanding of meeting again and reconnecting, and that level of hope, so that you don't get in your own way of those signs and signals. We do have a caller on the line, and so I will take the caller, the phone call. We have a caller on the line. The number here is 602-875-0444. So I will be taking readings now. Remember, you can join us on the Zoom or on the line. This is Melinda. How can I help you?
Hi, Melinda. How are you?
Good. How are you?
How are you? I'm good, thank you.
Can you step a little bit away from your computer, because I can kind of hear myself, and I want to be able to hear the other side, okay?
Oh, okay. Is that better?
That's so much better. Thank you. And who's calling?
This is Jennifer.
Hi, Jen. How are you tonight?
I'm okay. Yourself?
Good, thank you, honey. What's your birth date?
July 19th.
Mm-hmm. What's the year?
Oh, sorry. 86.
1986. Who's the man that's on the other side?
There's a couple.
2 specifically, yes?
Yes.
7. I'm just doing your numerology as I'm connecting with a gentleman on the other side, okay? Hold on, honey. I just want to make sure I got this right for you. 7, 8, 17, 27, 35, 14, 24, 25, 14, 34, 7. Yeah, I did my math wrong. I knew I did the first time that I did it because I was trying to listen over here and on the other side too. Did you lose somebody that was a peer of yours?
Yes.
Pardon me?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, because I think, you know, it's somebody that's in your own age group that I have coming up here rather than a father or a grandfather. It feels like somebody that was a peer of yours or somebody that, you know, was right around your age or in your age group. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And you were, it's interesting. It feels to me like you were, I'm going to use the word mourning this person before you mourned him.
Okay.
Do you understand what I mean?
I think so.
Okay, I mean, before he left, there were there were feelings there for you that you felt around him that you couldn't that you were losing him in some form or fashion anyway. Does that make sense to you when I say it that way?
Yes.
Okay, and do you know who it was that had the issue with a car or something with a car, a vehicle? Do you have car issues right now, or are you having trouble with your vehicle? Because
yes,
he's saying that it's you and that he kind of rides along with you sometimes as your guardian angel. And you know, kind of stays with you in the car. You're an old soul, Jennifer, someone who gets things at your core, even though you're very sensitive and empathic. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And do you know who had a drug or an alcohol issue?
Yes.
Who was that, sweetheart?
My peer who passed.
That's what I thought. And it got the best of him, is what he's telling me.
Yeah.
Something that he couldn't. His coping skills were all wrapped around that, and he was riddled with anxiety a lot. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
And do you know who Brian or Ryan is?
Yes.
Who is that, please?
That's him.
That's him. Okay, so he gave me his name, drug and alcohol, and something about your car. Okay, it's an odd energy between you. You're friends, correct, honey?
Yes.
And because it doesn't feel like a love relationship, but there's a lot of love there.
Yes.
You understand that? Yes. Okay. All right. And I guess there's a lot of people that he needs to forgive to forgive him. And he especially his mother.
Okay.
I don't know how you're going to impart that, darling, because that's a hard thing, but that's what he's telling me. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Now, there's someone named Michelle.
Michelle. I'm not sure.
Okay. So let me change the gender on it. Sometimes the gender changes. Is there a Michael, honey? Michael or Michelle?
Not that I can.
I honestly think it's female anyway, but just to cover my ass, I wanted to say that to you, okay? But it's a Michelle or a Shelley or something like that. So I'll leave it for you, okay? All right. And who had the issue with their heart, sweetheart? Their heart.
He did, actually.
Okay. All right. And was that a result of some of his drug use, or it was in combination of? Because he kind of walked the edge, I think. Does that make sense, Jen?
Yes.
Yeah, he walked the edge somehow, okay? And so he's showing me his heart, the drug and alcohol. He gave me his name, that your car, but you got to figure out what the Michelle is. There's a baby.
Okay, I'm not sure.
Okay, is somebody around you pregnant, sweetheart? There's a baby or a pregnancy.
Not that I know of, but it's possible.
Okay, I'm seeing a baby or a pregnancy, okay? And do you know who Zachary is? Zach.
Yes.
Who is that, please?
It's a friend of mine.
Okay, good. So he's giving me one thing you didn't know, two things you didn't know because of the baby, but he's giving me most of it that you do know. Okay. Now there seems to be someone that also wants to talk to you that had cancer.
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
I don't.
It feels like a woman.
Okay.
And she might have had other issues besides the cancer. The cancer might have come and gone, and then she had another issue. She feels like maybe a grandmother energy.
Okay. She was sick. I'm not sure what she had exactly, but she was sick.
Okay. All right. So it feels to me like it was something that went all over. So we'll just say that, there were lots of issues for her. Okay. There's something with a lamb, Lamb, lamb.
Interesting. I'm not sure.
Did she call you her little lamb, honey, or something like that?
My aunt, her daughter, that was her nickname when she was growing up.
Oh, she called your aunt a little lamb. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So that's her confirmation to you that she's talking to me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And do you know who Peggy is?
Yes.
Who is that, please?
Brian's mother.
Brian's mother. Oh, Brian. See, Brian knocked Grandma right the hell out of the box, girlfriend. I'm sorry. Grandma gave me a good one with the lamb for your aunt, but then Brian, he's very focused on his mother. How close are you to Peggy?
Fairly close.
Okay. Is it possible to ask her to jump up on my Facebook so she can hear the reading from Brian that he gave his name and hers? He would really like that.
I don't live near her, but
you could call her or text her or let her know that Brian spoke to her on a Facebook forum. She might want to, because you can watch this tomorrow. She might want to hear him call out her name. If I were the mother, even if I didn't have a strong belief system, or even if I was, on the Christian right, I would still love it to hear a medium call out my kid's name and my name with a stranger talking to me. You know what I mean? So maybe you should just write her or let her know, honey, because he did, he wants that so badly. Okay. All right.
Okay.
And then there's a Mary.
Mary. I'm not sure.
Okay, Mary. So the Mary I got when I was getting something with Grandma, and then he knocked her out. So I'm just going to leave that because he just really wants to monopolize your time. Okay.
Okay.
And Jen, you're a really good kid. I mean, I know you're a young woman, but I'm old, so I got kids your age. So to me, you're a really good kid. You know that, right, Jen?
Sometimes.
You're really hard on yourself, honey. And Spirit loves you so much. And you shouldn't be so hard on yourself, okay?
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
And so there's three things from Brian that you didn't know tonight before I let you go. One was Michelle, one was a baby pregnancy, and the other was Mary, okay? But maybe Peggy will know those things. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because he gave me Peggy's name and his, okay? All right, and I have one question for you, pretty girl. Okay, you are pretty, aren't you?
It depends who you ask.
Well, I'm asking Spirit, and they're the almighty authority, okay? So we have to, right? Okay. Have you had something with your work that some things with a work change?
It's been chaotic, I would say, for sure.
There's movement of people, I think, darling.
Yes, not me specifically, but definitely around me.
Yeah, there's a movement of people. And I'm not sure, I just looked at some of my attendees that have joined us here, and I might be getting this for someone else. So if I am, just tell me never mind and we'll hang up. But is there a Valerie or a Val?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah, I think when I looked over here, I grabbed it for somebody over there. So I'm going to say to you, that one doesn't belong to you. And that Brian is telling me to tell you that he's really happy that you'll give the message to Peggy, and that he thinks that you need to look at the fluids in your car.
Okay.
Any questions for me, Jen?
think so. Do you see anything happening actually in my career if there's some sort of movement going around?
Yeah, it feels to me like the company that you're working for or where you're working has a rotating personnel stuff. But it also feels like you'll survive, and not even that, but you'll thrive. It feels like you'll make some changes. I'm not sure that those changes will happen right away. I'm going to give you 2 years on that. And it feels, can I have the name of the company, please?
It is a private company, actually.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Are you at a computer all the time?
Yes.
Okay, because what I wrote is computer here. Okay, so I don't think that you are necessarily always going to be there. But it's really a good learning curve for you. You already learned. I'm gonna reframe the way I verbalize that and say it's a really good experiential curve for you. It's an experience that's good for you. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, sweetheart. All right. So, where are you calling me from?
I am calling you from right now, California.
California. Where in California are you, honey?
LA.
Okay. Well, I'll be there in January, so make sure you tell all your friends that I do take private readings there in Sherman Oaks, and I'm also doing a life after life demonstration down near San Diego. And I will be also down that way too. And I will be in Chino Hills. So make sure you tell your friends. Okay, sweetie?
Great.
All right, honey. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay, guys. So if you want to join the panel here on the Zoom, you can get on my page, melindavail.com, to join the webinar. Or there's directions there to download whatever you need to match your product. And the meeting ID is 963075611. And the phone number here is 602-875-0444. So since Lindsay DeLilio was our first person to join us, perhaps she would like to, oh, and I see, okay, wait a minute. Amanda Hendrick, also, I want you to come on after Lindsay. Hi, Lindsay. Because, honey, I see that you just wrote that your dad's name is Val, and he stepped up and talked to me. So we're going to get back to that in a minute. Lindsay, hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. You are my first person to join me tonight, and this is the first time that I ever did this.
Well, awesome.
I'm very electronically challenged, Lindsay. And so I'm so glad to have you on tonight, because then you get the honor to be the first one on, to be the first one I ever read for this way.
Awesome.
Okay, what's your birth date, honey?
8783.
83. Ah, I'm getting lots of 83s. Who is Joseph? Joe.
I think he comes up every time that I talk to you. It's
have I talked to you before,
uncle.
honey?
Yes.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I never remember those things, you know?
That's okay.
Do I give you Joe's name every single time?
Every time.
Isn't that funny? Who is it?
My husband's uncle.
And what is your husband's uncle constantly giving you his name for?
I don't know.
He's on the other side?
Yes.
He must really love your husband.
Yeah.
Or he just really must be, sometimes, Linz, some spirits are stronger than others, Yeah. So he just must be a really really strong guy, okay? Plus, isn't your husband a good guy?
Yes.
Okay. And isn't he smart, your husband?
Yes.
And funny?
Yeah.
But dry. He's got a dry sense of humor.
Yes.
But aren't you the glue that keeps the marriage together?
Possibly, yeah.
It feels to me like you're a sturdy person.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a brother?
No.
Does your husband?
Yes.
Okay, for some reason I'm reading your husband.
Uh-huh.
Apparently you're all about your husband.
Yeah.
Okay. I get the most unusual name. Do you know who Bruno is? Bruno.
That's my husband's name.
That's your husband. Woo! Well, now, come on. That was a hard name for Joe to give me.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and Bruno is a hard name for Joe to give me. I like your husband. I think he's a character, but more than that, I really like you. Okay,
Yeah.
is your
Thanks.
husband worried about his? Is your husband worried about his brother?
No, not that I know of.
Okay, there's something popping up with his brother. Honestly, what it feels like is a ticket.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
like a car, like a speeding ticket or
Hmm.
something like that. What's your
Yeah.
husband's brother's name, please?
Anthony.
Anthony. Okay. It's a very Italian family. Bruno and Anthony are very
Yes.
Italian names, right, honey?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Who's the woman that's on the other side that is constantly always giving you energy? Is it your grandma or your mama?
My grandmother has a lot recently.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. You're very intuitive or psychic or whatever you want to call it yourself,
Yeah.
aren't you, babe?
I
Are
do.
you
I
wo-
am. I believe.
are you working on it?
No.
Okay. I really think that if you worked on it a little bit, and I'm not trying to turn you into a medium or anything, but I think if you worked on it a little bit and meditated, you could get messages from the other side.
Okay.
Okay, because it's funny because your channel, your energy is open enough for obviously your uncle-in-law to constantly come in for Bruno.
Yeah.
Do you have kids, honey?
Yes.
And beautiful kids, yes.
Yes.
And what are their names, please?
Nicholas and Adeline.
How old is Nick?
He's 2.
And Addie?
4 months.
Oh, good. Okay, because I was going to tell you there was a baby or pregnancy, but she's the baby or the pregnancy.
Yes.
Okay. When I first tapped in, though, what I got was that you had a son. There were 2 children, but I'm getting a third there. Are you thinking about having one more, or did you have a pregnancy that didn't come to fruition? Or
I did have a pregnancy that didn't come to fruition.
Okay, because that spirit said 3 there, so I'm thinking they're saying 3 pregnancies. In the past, when I've talked to you, did I tell you? And if I'm repeating myself, I certainly apologize.
That's okay.
Did Bruno ever come up by name before?
I don't believe so.
Yay for Joe then. That's a hard name to give me, okay?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, though, when I was your age, I used to work, well, I might have been a little younger than you. When I was in my late 20s, I used to work part-time because I was a single mother at a place called Brother Bruno's Pizzeria.
Yeah.
There's something called a crystal child, and crystal children are very emotionally and spiritually connected. Sometimes they look like they're slow, like they're slow to talk, or because they're telepathic, and you can read they can read your thoughts and you can read theirs. So they either race through their toddler stage, like they don't want to be a kid at all, or they're just kind of lazy about talking and kind of hang out for a while. One or the other. They have no middle ground, crystal children. Okay. I see a picture in my head of Nick kissing the top of Addie's forehead or the top of her head. Do you have a picture like that?
Yes. He kisses her nonstop.
Yeah, because I see him kissing her on the top of the head, and like he's a loving little guy, just love, isn't he? Okay.
Yes.
Do you know who Mary or Marie or Mario is, darling?
I don't know. There's a lot of Marias and Marys on my husband's side.
Bruno again, isn't it? Okay. All right. Maybe that's his grandmother, huh?
Yes, it is.
Is that his grandmother?
Maria.
Yeah, that's his grandmother. I'm afraid your husband's relatives crash your party all the time. All right. That's what I think. There's a teacher in your energy field, sweetheart. Are you doing something right now with a class or a course, or do you have somebody around you that's a teacher?
No, I don't.
Okay. I'm seeing a teacher strongly around you. Okay. So I feel like it's you. I don't feel like it's another person that you're not thinking of. I honestly feel like it's you, and that you may at some point in time go back to school and think about doing something in the healing arts.
No. Okay.
Okay. I mean, right now you're closing your eyes like that. Tell me why.
I know that you told me once before, and somebody else has told me that before.
Same thing.
Yes.
Yoo-hoo! Okay. All right. Well, honey, if spirit is constantly banging something into your head like that, and they tell you that over and over again, it's really simply because you've got what it takes to help other people. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. What is the Chicago energy?
I don't have anything.
Is anybody in the Chicago area, Great Lakes, Buffalo, New York, Wisconsin? There's something with Chicago energy.
My grandparents were from Wisconsin, but
Your grandparents lived in Wisconsin. Okay, because I'm seeing the Great Lakes, Okay, so that's your grandparents again. That's maybe your grandmother trying to get in where your husband's whole family is bugging us, okay?
Yeah.
All right. And what's grandma's name, please?
Phyllis.
When did she go over, Linz?
Goodness, probably within the last 2 years.
You didn't get to see her as much.
No.
Yeah, there's some sadness from her. She didn't get to see her grandmother as much as she would have liked to.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. And was she the person that always dressed really beautifully, like wore earrings and pearls or necklaces?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
she always put herself, even when she was older, like she put herself together really well, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did she have a problem with her hip or her knee, honey?
I don't know.
She was showing me that she maybe had arthritis or something that made her lower body feel achy, or something there, or her feet, something with that. Okay,
Yeah,
that's what she's
probably.
showing me. Okay. Did you have some kind of a stuffed animal when you were a little girl that she gave you that was important to you, or a doll?
I don't know. I can't think of anything, but.
Okay. Does one of your kids hold a stuffed animal all the time, or a doll, a stuffy? My grandkids call them stuffies.
Yeah. So my son has a few. Yeah.
Okay, because she's showing that to me, and so I didn't know whether she was talking about you or the fact that she is in Nick's energy all the time, guiding him, or what. Okay. All right. Who's the musician? Plays the piano, or
probably my husband's uncle again. Yeah, he was a big singer, and
I'm sorry, Liz. He just monopolizes.
Over.
I think Bruno should listen to whatever his uncle is telling him. Okay. Okay. Now here's one for you. Ready?
Uh-huh.
I'm seeing a cement truck. Cement truck.
I have absolutely no idea.
Okay. All right. So everybody, I'm seeing a cement truck. It's just like when I got the other one, I said, who's Val? And somebody wrote and said it was their father. I'm seeing a cement truck. So whoever has somebody that drove a cement truck, let us know. I have been rattling on and not giving you an opportunity to ask me a question. So
that's
I would
okay.
like to ask.
I mean, I've been thinking about my grandma a lot, actually, in the past week. I know that she's been coming around a lot. But.
Oh yeah, she just, it's so much easier when you're dead to check in than when you're alive and you're old and you don't feel good, So it's kind of like euphoria to get over to the other side to check in on your grandchild, especially since she really respects you, Lindsay. Yeah. You're a really good mother, and she's proud of you, and she respects you. And I think, she follows, because I think Nick holds a stuffy in his, runs around the house with a stuffy or something in his arms, right? And so she follows him around, okay? And did you just get new drapes in your house?
Yes.
Yeah, she's telling me to tell you that she likes the new drapes, okay?
Okay.
All right. And are you the person that sews on a sewing machine, or who sews on a sewing machine?
I have, I guess, in the past. I guess I'd be the only person in my family.
Yep. She says that she's proud of you when you do that too, okay?
Okay.
Do you write poetry or little notes or little letters, or who writes like that?
I do not.
Do you know who does?
My husband does occasionally.
Okay.
Leave notes.
Okay, so she showed me somebody writing little notes or little poetry or little rhymes or something, okay? Mm-hmm. And do you have a sister, honey?
I do.
And so she's also spent some time with your sister, okay? Your sister doesn't have as much of a sturdy, anchored energy as you, honey. She has a little bit more difficulty than you, yeah?
Yeah.
She's still kind of trying to figure some things out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So Phyllis is around her a bit.
Okay.
Okay. Where do you live, sweetheart?
In Phoenix.
Oh, you're right here. Did you ever come see me?
I have not, no. My
Oh,
sister
well,
has and my
well,
mother has.
Your mom has? Oh, how
Yes.
nice. All right. Well, it's nice to see you. Apparently, we've talked on the phone. What's your mama's name, honey?
Linda?
Ah, I was just writing it. L there for Linda. Okay. All right. Who has the diabetes?
My uncle.
Okay. And what's his name?
Gary?
I think that he needs to take better care of himself.
Yeah.
Tell Linda. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell Linda I said.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. One more. Harold, Harry, Harriet, Harris, Harrison.
I can't think of anyone.
Okay. Ask Linda, because now I'm in her energy field. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Huh.
Healing arts.
Okay.
Someday.
Yeah.
Great mom. Grandma's around. Nice drapes. Get back to sewing. Okay. You know what
I
the
was just
sewing?
thinking about making some yesterday, actually.
Oh, well,
It's just
okay.
weird.
So she's just telling you what she sees, baby. It's not weird. It's good, because that means that she's in your household. Okay, darling?
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for zooming
All right.
in. Have a nice night, honey.
You too.
Bye-bye. Okay, well, that was fun for our first Zoom in, you guys. And we're going to have the person in a minute who has the father named Val, since he came in and gave me his name. But I'm going to take a phone call next. I'm going to try to go back and forth the best I can on this. So we'll have a phone call come in next, please.
Oh, also remind people that when they get dropped as panelists, they can tune in on Facebook and watch live.
Okay. Okay, tuning in on Facebook if you get dropped as a panelist, but certainly jump back on if not. And here comes our next client. Good evening, this is Melinda. How can I help you?
Hi, Melinda.
Hi.
I'm so glad that I finally got through to you.
Well, I am too. Who's this, please?
My name's Joanna.
Hi, Joanna. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, and yourself.
Good, thank you. Are you from New York, honey?
Well, originally, yes.
Yeah. And who's John, honey? Who's John?
John's my brother-in-law.
Your brother-in-law. And is John still in New York?
No, he's actually with me.
Oh, okay.
Here.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. All right. And hi, John. But you're all from New York. Is that what it is, Joanna?
Originally, yes, we are.
Okay, very good. And how can I help you tonight?
Well, you know, it's funny. My family is from Arizona. John's originally from Arizona and has been staying with me recently. And we've heard so much about you. And I said I would just love to call and see what you have to say.
Okay, give me your birth date, and I'm going to say a lot of things. Okay.
My birthday?
Yeah.
Okay. It's May 27th. You want the year?
Yes, ma'am.
1958.
1958.
I had a 1958.
15, 20. You're the same age as my baby sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my baby sister was born in I think my baby sister was born in 1959. But anyway, I was born in 1954. So our roots are planted in the same soil. And I also am from New York. So we're going to have a good time. But John is who I first pick up on for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe just because John's there with you. But who is it, sweetheart, that had a lot of difficulty with their stomach, their kidney, their bladder, their colon, that is on the other side?
Well, my sister had her she had gastric cancer and
Okay.
she passed.
Okay, so it's your sister I have here because I just wrote cancer, and so your sister is your dad is also on the other side, honey?
He is. Yes, he is.
And he had something with his heart or his chest?
He did.
Yeah, because they're both showing me how they passed, and they're here together, and they come to your house quite a bit. And do you have a son?
I don't.
Does John have a son?
He does.
Okay, so I'm going to talk to John about his son in just a minute. Okay, and do you know who Louise,
Lucille.
Lucille, who's that, please?
John's wife.
John's wife.
My
Okay.
sister.
Okay, that's your sister. Okay, so is it Lucy that's on the other side, or is it another sister?
No, it's another sister.
Okay, all right. And what's the other sister on the other side's name, darling?
Elizabeth.
Okay. And Dad's name, please?
Joseph.
You were named after Dad.
I was named after actually my grandfather. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, his father.
Okay. All right. So let's see what Elizabeth. But did you call her something else? Did you call her Liz or Beth or
Phoebe.
What did you call her?
Phoebe.
Phoebe. Like she's telling me nickname, but I couldn't make out what she was saying. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yes, Phoebe.
Okay, so Phoebe is around you and Lou, she called her Lucy all the time. You and Lou, she says. So maybe Lucy's name is Lou, nickname BB and Lulu. I don't know, but she called her Lou. And she actually is a guiding light. And is Lucy and John concerned about their son?
No, he's doing quite well.
He feels like a good kid to me, but it feels like they always worry about him for some reason.
Maybe because he's the only son.
Okay, all right. And do you know who Michael is? And do you know who Matthew is? And do you know who Ed is?
No.
Okay, let's try to figure it out. Okay, is there an Edward, an Edna, an Eddie, or an Edie?
Not that's coming to me.
Okay, she says yes. Okay, so I'm going to leave it for you to figure out. Okay, all right.
Okay.
And what is your nephew's name?
My nephew's John also.
Okay, and what is his middle name?
Joseph.
John Joseph. Do they call him John, or do they call him JJ?
Johnny.
Very nice. Okay. Do you know if Johnny has a friend named Matt or Matthew or Maddie?
He might.
Okay.
He might.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, who is it that used to bowl or bowls?
Me and John together on a league about 20 years ago.
Okay, because she's showing me bowling. Okay, so we'll just have her give me stuff like that. So and then you can figure out the names later. Okay, she's showing she's showing me bowling. She's telling me that someone took really good care of her, and that she's grateful for that. Did you take care of her?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
And she's showing me a rosary. Are you Catholic?
I am.
And she is showing me that when she got to the other side, she was grateful. Okay. When you guys were kids, was there an important priest or none?
Two cousins that are priests.
Thank you, because she says there's an important priest. Okay, so your cousins are priests. And she's telling me that you're the wise one.
Oh, that's true.
Okay. She's telling me that someone's having trouble with their weight and it's bothering them.
Oh, yeah, that's my half my family.
Okay. And she's concerned about somebody having diabetes.
Yeah. Okay.
And she's telling me that did your dad cook?
My mom.
Okay.
Was a very good cook.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was your dad?
My dad had diabetes.
Oh, Dad had the diabetes. Mom was the cooker. Okay,
Yeah,
she's saying diabetes cooking. Yeah. Okay, she's saying diabetes cooking. Are you an Italian family?
Absolutely.
Because she shows me pasta, like spaghetti, like big spaghetti meals, and lots of warmth and kissing and that kind of thing from you guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But
did you just get new boots?
Boots?
Yeah.
No.
Somebody just got new boots, or there's something with boots.
You know what? It's really funny. I tried a pair of cowboy boots on yesterday.
Okay. So she was with you yesterday when you tried the boots on. That's her way of saying, that's her way of showing that she was with you. Okay. You realize, and I need to tell everybody that's watching that our loved ones do hang out with us. And if you're really working with a true medium, they will tell the medium like what you did when they were hanging out with you so that you'll know they're around you. So that was good on her part. Boots, okay?
That's very funny.
Okay. She's talking to me about celery.
Okay.
What is,
all right.
Okay, what does that mean, celery?
All about the celery, because we're juicing.
You're juicing.
With the celery.
With the celery. Okay. All right. So she wants you to tell Lucy and John and everybody that she's right there, right there, right there. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, that's really awesome on her part to show me that. Okay. All right. A couple more things. So don't leave me yet, girlfriend. Okay.
No, I'm not.
Who's got the dog?
Not the dog. My sister Anita.
Anita's got the dog, and the dog is like Anita's thing, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a fireman. How come?
A fireman?
Mm-hmm.
The only one my nephew-in-law, I would say, he's a retired paramedic.
Oh, who is that? Your nephew-in-law?
Yeah, my niece's husband.
What's his name?
Adam.
Okay. What's your niece's name?
Erica.
How old are they? Do you mind my asking you, Joanna?
They're in their 40s. They're in their mid-40s.
Do you know who's had a problem with their knee? Is it her or is it him?
It's probably, I think it's her.
Okay. All right.
Her knee?
Yeah. Her knee.
Funny.
Knee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Knee.
All right. And who has the stained glass?
Stained glass. Oh. No one. I don't know. I'm at a loss.
Okay. You still go to church all the time?
We do. Yeah.
Okay. She's showing me a stained glass window that looks like a window in a church. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So, and do you know who Charlie is or Charles? Chuck?
An old friend. But
old friend. Okay. All
but
right.
she wouldn't know. She wouldn't know them.
Were you talking about them recently?
No.
Okay, we'll see what happens with that because I heard it pretty clearly, and maybe you're going to hear from them. Which you said them. Him and his wife are old friends.
Right, of mine.
Yeah. What's her name?
What's her name?
Mm-hmm.
Janet.
Janet. I'm looking at that, and I think it might be somebody different named Charlie or Charlene or Charlotte. And since she's talking about everybody in your family, I'm just going to leave it. Okay.
Okay,
right.
That's fine.
Is your mom is still on the planet, sweetheart?
No, she's not. She's passed off.
That's interesting because she didn't come with your dad and your sister. I'm not criticizing anything, because you just didn't come. Who had the brain? Who had the brains issue? The dementia, the Alzheimer's, or the stroke?
John's mother.
What's John's mother's name? What's John's mother's name, please?
Dora.
Okay, Dora. Okay, tell John that Dora also says hello to him. What's your mother's name, please?
Gloria.
Gloria. Next time, Gloria will come in, I think. But where do you guys live now?
Florida.
Ah, you're in Florida. Okay.
Yeah. It's really funny because when my mom passed, I would think my mom, there was a pigeon that sat on my, outside my door the night that my mom died. And I just thought that was the sign from my dad or Elizabeth that was telling me that it was
that they had her. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why Elizabeth did all the talking. Dad stood behind her, and I don't see Gloria right now. It doesn't mean that she's not fine or safe. It just means that they're the ones that came tonight. You understand, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right. So I just want you to know that your sister is watching all of you, though. I mean, she really made it clear. Okay.
Oh,
All right. Is there anybody that stopped in Charleston or Charlottesville or anything?
oh, Charleston. And yeah, you keep saying Chuck and Charles.
Yeah.
I have to really think on that.
Yeah, because she's bugging me about it. She's really bugging me about it. So, after you think about it, let us know on the Facebook, okay? Okay.
Yeah, I will.
All right.
I will.
Thank you for calling, sweetheart. And tell John that his mom says hello.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you so much,
All right.
Melinda.
You're welcome. Take care.
Melinda, I'm sorry.
That's
you have me so excited.
It's Melinda. No worries. Take care. Bye-bye, sweetheart. Bye-bye.
You have a good night.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. You too. Isn't that adorable that she said celery to show that she knew they were juicing and boots because her sister tried on cowboy boots? I wanted the Amanda to be able to come in, Bill, because her dad gave me his name and his name was Val and that was an unusual name. Can you pull her up, please?
Oh, it's so funny. That's who I'm hovering over right this very second.
Okay.
And promote panelists, and she is prepared.
Okay. Amanda. Hi, Amanda. How are you? Can we hear her, Bill? The mic's off. Hi, Amanda. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Your dad's name was Val, huh?
Yeah, my dad is actually still here, but my grandpa is Val too.
Ah, Val is grandpa because that's an unusual name to hear. And I knew somebody was standing next to me saying Val, so I said Valerie. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that on your mom's side or your dad's side?
That's my dad's side, but my mom is passed too.
Okay, because I'm getting mom too. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yay. Okay. And mom, did mom have brown hair?
Yeah.
Okay. And she had a really pleasant face, pleasant look to her face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
She
saying?
did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And how old? What's your birthday, Amanda?
My birthday's tomorrow.
Happy birthday, honey.
Thank you.
So it's 11, 15. What's the year?
81.
Oh, you're the same age as my Amanda.
Am I?
Yes. And she was born in July 81. Okay. A lot of us named our kids Amanda back in there.
Yeah, it was a popular name.
Yeah, your mom must have watched the same soap operas as I did because there was a pretty famous Amanda on one of the soap operas back then. Okay, wait a minute, honey. Hold on, because I'm connecting in with your loved ones first. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, who always sat in a rocking chair? Or one of those chairs that you pulled the thing up and your legs went out and it rocked too. You know
my mom sat in a recliner.
Okay. And who had who had cancer?
My mom did.
By the way, sweetheart, you're a soul number 9, which means that you're a very old soul. Okay.
Okay.
Right? And I'm sorry you lost your mom so young. She's kind of
Thank you.
I'm usually clairvoyant, Amanda. I hear things, but she's showing me stuff first, which I find interesting, showing me what she looked like, showing me where she sat, talking about the cancer. She tried to stay here. You know that, right, honey?
Yeah.
She worked at it.
Yeah.
Okay. She's telling me that she loves you very much. Did you rub her feet?
Yeah.
She says you used to really rub her feet and wiped her face and used to.
Yeah, when she was sick.
Yeah, she says you rubbed her feet, wiped her face, and kissed her up and down her cheek, like that.
Yeah.
She's showing me all that love that you gave her before before she left. She's saying, okay, well, I see owls behind you in the picture, but it must be your sign in some form or fashion, Amanda, because she's also saying owl to me. So is there a sign, do you have an owl tattoo or something too? Or there's something with an owl, there's more than just the picture behind you about owls.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I like owls a lot. I don't know. I think about owls a lot.
Okay.
Like, and I tend to gravitate towards like owl stuff.
Yeah. So it's so interesting, Amanda, because my Amanda collects owls too.
Mm.
You know,
Does she?
she has, yeah, you're just like my girl. There's a Carol or a Carolyn or a Caroline.
My aunt is Carol, my mom's sister.
Mom's sister. Okay, because she's talking about her. Is her sister still on the planet?
Yes.
And was it her? Okay, wait, Dale, be quiet, be quiet. Your dad. Hold on. And do you have a brother?
Yes.
Okay. And does your dad have diabetes?
Yes.
And are you who's moving? Is it you that's moving?
I moved about a year ago.
You moved after she passed.
Well, yeah, after she passed, yeah.
Okay. So it's since Mama's passed, you've moved into a new place.
Yes.
Okay. And are you someplace where there's a fall?
A what?
Autumn.
Yes, yes.
Because she's showing
Well,
me she's
kind
showing me
of.
leaves fall. She's showing me leaves fall. I'm someplace where there's not a fall, you know? I'm in Phoenix. She's showing
Well, we
me
have snow right now.
she's
So
showing me leaves falling, and she's telling me it's one of her favorite times of year.
yeah.
Okay, and that she loved this time of year. She loved the holidays, she's saying.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, and that it's her favorite time of year. Do you know who George or Georgia or Georgette or Georgianne or George is, honey?
I don't know. I think my dad might have somebody named Georgine
Okay,
in his family.
okay. That's what
I mean,
she
I have a father-in-law that's name is George,
No,
but
that's who it is. That's who it is. It's
okay.
your father-in-law. She's telling me about you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, so your father-in-law's name is George. Okay, good, good, good. I love your mom. She's trying real hard. Your mom was how do I say this? She's shy to talk to me like this on this forum.
Mm,
Do you understand what I'm saying?
yeah. Yeah, I do.
So she's kind of leaning in and leaning out and leaning in. She's really quite cute though, okay? All right, so she gives me your father-in-law's name. And you have children, honey,
Yes.
and they're really important to her.
Yeah, my son, she wasn't around long for my daughter, but my son was very, very close with her.
Yeah, she's really, really into him. What's his name, please?
Miles,
And how old is Miles?
he's 10.
He's hilarious.
He thinks he is.
I think he is too. He's hilarious. What a smart boy he is.
He is.
He's a smart, smart boy. She knows that he misses her, she says, but she can see him. She can be around him. Okay? There's something about his age of 7.
I'm not sure because she passed 4 years ago, so
When will he be 11?
he'll be 11. He'll be 11 in January, so he turned 7.
He was turning
Right
7
after
when
she
she died.
passed.
Okay, that's what
Yeah.
she's saying then. Okay, she's telling me how old he was then. Okay, she just
Okay.
loves that kid. Okay, all right. Did you just get a haircut?
Yes,
she
about a
says-
month ago.
Yeah, she says that the haircut looks nice. Okay, all right.
Okay.
And do you know who? I can't make this out quite, Amanda. It's either a Darren, a Darian, a Damien. I can't make it out.
I have a cousin named Derek.
Ah, Derek. Thank you. Okay, all right. And is that on what did she give me her sister? Is that on her sister's side that she gave me?
Yes.
Okay, that's Carol's kid.
No, Terry. She has a bunch of sisters. It's another
Okay.
sister's son.
How about Sandy?
No,
Sandy?
not that I can think of.
Okay. All right. I'll mark it down for yourself because she said it. She said that clearly, so it's got to be something that you just
Okay.
can't put your finger on right now. And what's your
Okay.
daughter's name?
Lennon.
As in John?
Yes.
I like you. How old is Lemon?
She is 4.
Oh, she is hilarious.
She
Your
is.
kids are hilarious. They are hilarious, your kids. They're as
They are
good as
pretty
gold.
funny.
They're as good as gold, and they're funny. They have senses of humor, and they're funny.
Yeah, they both do.
Yeah, they're funny, honey. Okay.
Mhm.
Tommy.
She had I think it was her uncle, I think was named Tom.
Okay. What's her name, honey?
Sherry.
Are you in charge of the pies for Thanksgiving this year?
Yeah.
Okay. She's right there with you every step of the way, actually. She's showing me, okay, let me see if I can describe it, okay? She's showing me a doll. It's about this big. It's got
Okay.
blonde hair, and you can stand it up on little white shoes and it'll stand up by itself.
Okay.
You know what doll that is?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. Wait and see if that's something that somebody gives Lennon.
Okay.
Or if you see it in the store, she wants you to get it from her for Lennon.
Okay.
It has a pink dress on, and it
Okay.
has blonde hair and blue eyes, and it stands on its own little feet. But it's a big doll. It's not like a little doll like this. It's a bigger doll.
Okay.
Okay. So if you see that, she wants her to have it. That's what she would get her if she were here for Christmas. Okay.
Okay.
Are you making something like? Are you crafty?
I'm not really crafty. I try to be, but we actually just reupholstered our kitchen chairs a couple days ago.
She's showing me this motion and like you're making something. Okay, so that was nice that you guys did that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And what's your husband's name, honey?
Jim?
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's a good dad.
Yeah.
He is he's a hard worker.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's good. You've done well with that.
Yeah.
You've been married for a while, right, honey?
Well, we actually just got married, but we've been together for about 7.5 years.
Oh, okay, because she's saying married to me, so I'm wondering why she was saying.
We just got married June 2nd of this year.
Okay, so your son's father is somebody else?
Yes.
What's his name?
John?
He's the one I think I'm happy that you're away from, yeah?
Yeah, very.
Okay, all right. Who's Dick? Richard?
Rick, my mom was married before my dad to someone named Rick.
Okay, so see how clever your mom just was. We're
Yeah.
talking about your former husband. She gave me her former husband. Okay,
Yeah.
so mom is proving to you that she's safe and sound by being in this conversation. Okay, sweetheart? Okay?
Okay.
I want you to know that there's a gift coming to you from her, she's saying. It's in the form of a Christmas ornament.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. I don't know how you'll get it, but I just want you to remember it, okay, honey?
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And she loves you very much, Amanda, okay? All right?
Okay.
Thank you for joining us tonight, honey.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, wasn't that nice? Val, we just knocked out and let mom do all the talking. I'll take a phone call now, please. And it looks like Amanda hasn't been taken off yet, Bill. Okay. And she's crying, so take her off, Bill. Thank you. Bill's just learning, everybody. We're just learning, so be patient with us while we're learning, okay? Be patient with us while we're learning. Make sure you share this out so that you can win a free reading with us. The more you share, the more you have a chance of winning a free reading with us. Hi, this is Melinda. How can I help you?
Hi, Melinda.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good. How can I help you today?
I'm going to be starting a new job, and I just wanted to see if you can let me know how that's going to be.
Okay. What's your name, please?
Alex?
Alex, there's a teacher in your energy field. How come?
future?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Are you being trained on this new job? Or is it something that you already know how to do?
It's something I know how to do, yeah.
Well, who has their own business around you?
Well, I've been working on trying to do my own business also, yeah.
Okay, so you.
My mom also too.
Okay, so you have your own. You also have your own business.
Yes.
Okay, and do you? But for some reason, I'm seeing a teacher, maybe somebody that teaches sports or does basketball or is a coach or something.
Not that I can think of.
Okay, you think about it. Do you know who Frank is? Frank?
Frank, that would be my uncle.
That's your uncle. Your uncle's on the other side, right?
Correct.
Because he wants you to succeed, and he kind of hovers around you. I think he hovers around your family.
Right.
Okay, and so I think that with him hovering around your family, Alex, that you've got a good guardian angel in him. Okay. All right. What is the name? What is the New Mexico energy? New Mexico.
I'm from New Mexico.
Okay. All right. Do you have a relative in New Mexico that does teaching or is a coach?
That does teaching?
I don't know. That's going to drive me crazy, but I'm getting it.
Not that I know, but I know my mom. We're kind of doing the same a business together. I kind of have a separate one, and she has one. And she kind of teaches like online courses, like self-development
okay,
stuff.
It's Mom. Very good. Yay, we figured it out. Okay, darling. All right, now give me that name of the company where your new job is, please.
It's National EWP.
Are you going to be on the computer a lot with that?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'll be doing. Is IT work, computer work.
You're a whiz on that, aren't you?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, so I think you're going to be really fine with that. But I don't want you to ever give up on your idea of having your own business, because I think it's a dream of yours, and that's what your Uncle Frank is telling me. I also think that there's a grandpa that is on the other side that hangs out with you, and that you have a lot of love from the other side. And do you know who Lucy is?
That's my girlfriend.
It's your girlfriend. And do you know who Joseph is?
Joe's my grandpa. On the other side.
Okay, so apparently Joe and Frank really watch you and Lucy, and I think your new job is going to be good, because I think you're a whiz kid on it. How old are you? I'm sorry, I should have asked your birth date. What's your birth date, honey?
It's 12/27/87.
Oh, you're a Christmas baby.
Yep.
Was that hard for you to be a Christmas baby? My girlfriend was born on the 23rd, and it's always been a hassle.
It was when I was younger, yeah.
4, 5, 12, 22, 37. Well, you're a 37-1, which is the exact soul number as I am. And us 37-1s, we don't let the grass grow under our feet. We usually succeed in whatever we put our mind to. So you don't have any numerology that gets in your way, okay?
Awesome.
So I think you just have to relax and enjoy the job, but don't give up on your other stuff, okay?
Awesome.
Okay. All right. Have a nice night.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Does someone have a man who is in a wheelchair on the other side? If you do, will you please zoom in and so that I can talk to your loved one who has been trying to talk to you for weeks, and he's telling me that you're trying to talk to him and he's trying to talk to you. MelindaVail.com, that's where you join the webinar. If you are on hold and you've been on hold for like 45 minutes or something, hang up and call again, because it's better to hang up and recall, hang up and recall, hang up and recall. I'm not in a radio studio. I'm in my home studio, and I have a special phone system that I pay for to do this that only has a couple of lines in it. It's a wonky system. So, and people get really upset that they can't get through, and we're really sorry for that. But we do the best we can with it. The number to call is 602-875-0444. And the meeting ID number for the Zoom is 9630756111. Please share this out so that you might win a free reading. And I don't know, should we go to the phone or should we go to, okay, you got somebody? Okay. Did somebody even ever kind of say that they had a husband in a wheelchair, Bill? Did anybody write that?
No, I don't look.
Because I would really like to talk to the person that says that they had a husband on the other side. That hi Lisa, how are you?
Thank you. How are you?
Hi, how are you, Lisa? I can't quite hear you. Speak up just a little bit, darling.
Is this better?
Yep, a little bit better.
Okay.
Okay, so there's depression in your energy field, darling. Are you feeling depressed?
Extremely.
Okay. Who lost a child around you?
I did.
That's what I thought, honey. Well, first of all, I'm so sorry, Lisa.
Thank you.
Okay. And you know, the minute I connect, I get lost child. Okay. So let me try to make that connection, because I don't want, and this is not a criticism in any way, shape, or form. I don't want your depression to kind of block me from talking to your child. Okay. But that's the first thing I get, is that you lost a child. Okay.
I'm trying to be chirpy and cheerful. I'm trying.
It's so ridiculously hard, Lisa. I honestly, honey, I don't, I'm so sorry.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Are you in the Southeast?
Yes.
Where are you? In Kentucky, or?
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
You're in South Carolina. Okay. I must have somebody that's trying to get through from Kentucky, because I keep hearing Kentucky. Okay. All right. Where is the suicide coming from, Lise?
I'm not aware of any suicides.
Has somebody been thinking about suicide a lot? Is it suicide ideation, honey?
My youngest son has been talking of harming himself.
Yeah, because I get, frankly, honey, I get son here, and I get suicide. Not that I think that your son is going to do that. I just think he's thinking about it. Bill, get that out of my way. Whatever it is, get it out of my way. I can't see.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
So I think that he's suffering so much from his loss too, that he thinks that he wants to put himself out of the hurt from it, you know?
Right.
Okay. Who is Jeremy? Jared? Jerry?
I have an Uncle Jerry.
Okay. And is he on the other side too?
He's alive.
Okay. All right. Why is your child from the other side telling me about Uncle Jerry?
He barely knew him.
Okay. He's still
Now,
saying it to me.
My son's name is Joey, if that's what you're getting.
Pardon me?
My son's name is Joey, if that's what you're getting, instead of Jerry.
No, I got Jerry, but I also have Joey written here, sweetheart. So I was going to say Joe to you also. But I'm wondering if maybe Joe had a friend named Jeremy or something, or Jared.
Jeremy.
But don't worry about the names. You know, don't worry about the names, honey, because as long as Joe gave me his name, which he did, we're good. And I just wrote it down and didn't fix it first, okay? All right. And or maybe something's coming up with your Uncle Jerry, and he knows about it, and he's telling us, and you'll hear about it or something, okay? All right. When did Joe go across?
He crossed on August the 8th of this year.
Okay, so he's only been gone for a few months. Let's see, August, September, October, November. That's what he wrote right here is 4, okay? All right, good. All right, and did he have an accident, honey?
He passed in his sleep.
Okay, it feels like maybe there was something that he did. Was there something he took?
It's still questionable, because the autopsy was, in my opinion, not accurate, but I believe that is suspected, yes.
Because that's what he's telling me. He took something and he left accidentally.
Yes, that makes sense.
And that's what he's telling me, okay? And he's telling me it was definitely an accident. So
I
even
believe
though,
that.
all right. And honey, do you know who Robert is? Robert.
No,
Bobby.
no.
Okay, I think if I were you, I would ask your other son some of the names that Joey's giving me because they could be in his energy field.
Okay,
Because I think he's watching out for his brother all the time.
right. And I would suspect that.
Okay, so I would ask your son who Bob, Robert, and Jared or Jeremy is, okay? Who has the tattoo? Did your other son get a memorial tattoo? Is he thinking about it?
No, he does not have a tattoo. My son, the one that's passed, he had a tattoo.
He had the tattoo. Okay, how old is your son that's here?
11.
Oh, he's a baby. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. So, that makes me worry because I picked up on him wanting to hurt himself. Maybe he needs to do some grief counseling, okay?
Okay.
All right. Because Joe's showing me the tattoo and he's talking about your little boy more than, yeah. Okay. He says that he has come to you 3 times since he's been over.
That's correct.
And that's correct, yes. And that you've known it and that your faith is strong.
Yes.
He says that he's sorry. He's using the F word. He effed up. He's using the F word. I'm just going to say it to you. He's saying, I fucked up, I fucked up, I fucked up. He said it 3 times, okay? So he's sorry about that. He didn't mean to.
I know.
Okay. He was upset about a relationship of some kind.
I wonder if it's me and his stepfathers.
I was going to say, I think it's a father issue. Okay. And so I think that he worries about you with that. Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay. What's your husband's name?
Forrest.
Forrest?
Mm-hmm.
Now your son made a joke.
What'd he say?
Run, Forrest, run. And I tried to be polite and not say it, but he says, go ahead, tell her. Okay, he's making a joke, okay? All right. And I think sometimes that Forrest is not always warm and fuzzy. I think he can be difficult.
Definitely, yes.
And I think that Joey felt like you were, that you've been in some form or fashion, I'm going to use the word trapped.
Mm-hmm.
And he had difficulty with his own father too, though.
Can you repeat that?
He had difficulty with his own father.
He barely knew his biological father.
Yeah, so he had difficulty with that situation too, Lise? Okay. Who listens to country music?
That would be Forrest.
Okay. And he's also the one that drives a truck?
Yes.
It's not that he doesn't like Forrest, He just doesn't always like the way Forrest treats you. I think sometimes you get negated.
Exactly.
Do you know who has the rifle or the hunt? I don't know guns, but I'm seeing like a rifle. Was that a hunting rifle? A rifle.
That would also be Forrest.
That would be Forrest. Okay, so he's giving me a lot about Forrest. So I think he's telling me a lot about Forrest because he wants to confirm to you that was something that he got hung up on some.
Okay.
Okay. 1717, what does that mean?
17?
Mm-hmm.
His
How old was he when he crossed, honey?
He was 18.
Okay, so did he just turn 18 when he crossed? 17 was his last year on the planet?
His birthday is actually today. Today's my son's 19th birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Okay.
It's Joey's birthday. And he passed in August. So he had been 18 for a minute. His sister.
Okay, then tell me, was 17 a hard year for him?
Yes.
Okay. And he was drinking a little bit.
Yes.
And so I think that's what he's saying. Okay. All right. Do you know who has the larger dog, like a German Shepherd or a Labrador?
That would be my boyfriend, Chad.
Okay.
Because me and his stepfather separated.
Okay. Yeah. Yahoo. I just got to say Yahoo, girl, because I just tapped into Forrest, so we're on the Facebook. I'm trying to be polite to you, girl, but I'm from New York. If you and I were private, I would have been like, okay, so good girl. Okay, good girl.
That's right.
Okay, so he actually likes Chad.
Okay.
All right, and he likes the dog actually.
I know he loved that dog.
Yeah, he likes that dog. Chad is an interesting fella too. Is he the one that always wears the baseball caps?
Yes.
Okay. I think, Joey is so around you all the time that it's ridiculous, Lise. Like he's there.
And I tell him if he's not, I'm gonna whip his spirit butt.
Yeah, he's really, really there. Sam.
Sam? I don't know a Sam.
It's a girl. It's a female.
Not that I can
All
think
right.
of at the moment.
I am going to say to you that the names that he's giving me sure feel young. You know what I mean? Like Jared or Jeremy, and I can't remember the other one. Do you remember? Sam. So they feel like young people's names. So they're either around your younger child or they were in your Joey's life or something.
Okay, that makes sense. I did not know a lot of Joey's friends because I did not approve of them.
Yeah, some of them were drug users, huh, honey?
Exactly.
Yeah. Did he have a girlfriend that you didn't like?
If he had a girlfriend, he never spoke of it because he probably assumed I would not approve of her either because Joey would always say I was too much of an overprotective mom and he wished I cared less.
Yeah, that's interesting. He says that he's sorry about that now.
It's okay.
You did something with balloons? Did you do something with balloons?
No, but it had been discussed like 2 days ago.
Okay, discussed 2 days ago because he's saying balloons. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I think he had a private life that you probably, that he's telling me some old friends and that stuff. Does he still have his Facebook?
Yes.
You should check out his Facebook and see if some of that he's saying to me tonight is on Facebook. Okay.
Okay.
All
We'll
right.
do that.
He's showing me like a white dove.
A white dove?
Mm-hmm. I think that's your sign.
My sign?
Your sign. I think you're going to see a white dove like tomorrow.
Okay, I will keep my
or
eyes
this
peeled.
weekend. Okay, but it's a dove. It's like it's a white dove.
Okay, I will keep my eyes peeled for that.
Okay, all right. Who was in the military?
My father was in the Navy, his grandfather.
Okay, very nice. And is your father over also?
He's still alive.
Has he had some health issues?
Yes. He's 90.
You know what I'm trying to say to you then?
Yes. Soon, right?
Yeah. Because it almost felt like he was over, like, even though he wasn't here with Joey, it almost felt like he was over, okay? All right. Is he having trouble walking?
Badly.
Yeah. Joey's there, kind of ready to hold him, like kind of, you know what I'm saying?
I get that. He always helped with his grandfather, and he used to actually, when he was younger in middle school, moved in with his grandfather to help him some.
Yeah. He's really right there for him, okay? Is your youngest child into Disney World?
No.
Are you going to Disney World?
No, hadn't planned on it. No money.
Can you tell me why I'm seeing Mickey Mouse?
I have no idea. Not unless
that's
it's in the
interesting.
future.
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to say is, whoever had a connection to Mickey Mouse or Disney World, to let Bill know, because we've got other people spirits waiting that are jamming my
daughter, her senior class is supposed to be going to Disneyland.
Oh, whoa. Okay, then it is you. Okay, honey. Because he's showing me Disney, showing me Mickey Mouse. What's your daughter's name?
Leanne.
Okay. So I think he's talking about hanging out with his sibs.
Okay.
His younger siblings. Okay. So Leanne going to Disneyland. He's going on that trip. He's telling you that he's watching out for everybody. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Does Leanne have a boyfriend?
Yes.
What's his name?
His name is Vern.
He's all right.
He's a good guy.
He's all right. Your son says he's all right, and for you not to worry about that. Okay.
Okay.
All right, sweetheart. Thanks for zooming in with us tonight, Lisa. Okay. I'm real sorry you lost your son. And I think your youngest son probably should go to a counselor.
I'm actually been checking into that because
I don't like that Joey talked about him right away. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You have a nice night, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, everybody, to zoom in, you just need to get on my webpage. You can turn her off, Bill, at melindavail.com, and then you can join the webinar. Bill, you haven't turned that off. Or download whatever you can that will, whatever your product is can match mine. Or the meeting ID number is 963075611. And the phone number to call is 602-875-0444. If you try to call and you're getting an answering machine or you're getting a busy signal, hang up, call again. We are not in a radio studio. We are in my home. I have a couple lines coming in and the phones are kind of wonky. If anyone at all has someone who is in a wheelchair from the other side, you got her?
Yes.
Okay.
And she's ready.
Can I please talk to that person whose husband is driving me insane to talk to his wife? Okay. Okay. Put her on. We're still working on it, guys. We're still learning how to do this. Thanks to our friend John Crowley, who started this on us, and he knows we're old, and we're still doing it. So make sure, by the way, share this out, share it, because the more you share, the more likely you are to get a free reading. And so if you don't have Bridget on the line, then we're going to take, okay, Bridget, come on, Bridget.
Hi, I can hear you, but I can't see you.
That's all right, Bridget. As long as you can hear me, it's fine with me. As long as, do you mind if we don't see each other?
Okay, hang on.
Hold on. Okay, let's see what we got, girl. Hi,
okay,
Bridget. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. Was your husband in a wheelchair, honey?
My husband. My dad was in a wheelchair.
It was your dad that was in a wheelchair. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's tap into your dad for a second and see what he has to say. But I also want somebody to know I have somebody that keeps saying wife in a wheelchair. So we're going to do both. Okay. Okay. So your dad wants you to know that he loves you so much, honey. He just filled my heart with love for you.
Oh.
Okay. And there was he wants to tell you that he's sorry. He wants me to tell you that he has a lot of regrets and that you never knew how much he loved you because he was never able to really share. He kind of had some difficulty. Do you understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so he wants you to know that he's very, very sorry. He thinks that you've just turned out to be awesome. But he doesn't think it's because of him. Okay. And that's probably true, right, Bridget?
Like yeah, he wasn't around too much.
Yeah, he had a lot of stuff, didn't he, honey?
Yeah, yeah.
Was he the one that drank a lot of beer or drank a lot of? because he's showing me like 6-packs and 12-packs of beer. He was a beer drinker, right?
Alcoholic, yeah.
Yeah, he's showing me beer and alcohol, and I actually wrote it here, beer, alcohol, and he just he kind of couldn't get out of his own way. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
sweetheart?
I know.
And so
Yeah.
when he got to the other side, he felt so much regret where you're concerned, Bridget, because he just he didn't give you what you deserved, he's telling me. So he's saying he's sorry. Okay, honey?
Yeah.
All right. And he's giving me the name Jim or James. Jim or James. Jim or James. Do you know who Jim is? Jimmy.
No, it's not coming to me.
Okay. It's an easy name, so it's probably one of his friends. You know what I mean? That's an easy name. Okay. All right. Did he have trouble with besides his legs? Did he have diabetes or anything with his heart, or diabetes, or both?
He had a heart attack.
Okay. He's showing me heart. He wrote heart, but then who has the blood sugar issues, Bridge?
Oh, that's on my mom's side of the family. She has, her brother had blood sugar, and her mother as well.
Okay, that's who on what side of the family, honey?
That's my mom's brother and her
your
mother.
mom. She's talking about your mom. Okay, your dad and your mom were separated?
Yeah, yeah.
Because he's telling me he's got a lot of regret about your mom too, okay? I think your dad probably was someone who gave himself away to his alcohol issues, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And
For sure.
he got to the other side, and when he woke up from everything, he was like, oh crap, you know? Okay.
Yeah.
Was he in the army, or there was a uniform?
No.
Who wore the uniform? Actually, I think it's a Navy uniform that he's showing me. Who was in the Navy?
No military that I know of.
Okay, it's a Navy uniform he's showing me, and I think it may be somebody in the now, or is your peer or something, okay? All right,
Okay.
so I'm just going to leave that for you, okay? Who is Chris, honey? Chris. Crystal, Kristen, Christopher, Christy?
No, don't know.
Okay, write them down, okay? I'm assuming that Dad probably had a life away from you a little bit.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And so he might be giving me some of his people, you know, that you don't know, okay?
Yeah.
What's your mom's name?
Nellie.
Nellie?
Yeah.
How old is she?
72.
It feels, Bridget, like you raised yourself.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be rude to you, sweetheart, because your dad's, you know, kind of showing me some things here, but it feels like you raised yourself, like you had to take care of you and people around you.
My whole family was alcoholic. Yeah.
I don't know when I tap into everybody how you turned out so well, frankly, because they're kind of a hot mess. You sure did turn out well. And sometimes an old soul, Bridget, will choose a family of young souls to come in on. And I think you're an old soul, okay? But I think you've had your own ups and downs. It's not that, you know, I think you've had some hurt, and there's been some relationship issues for you, yes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he kind of takes responsibility for that, your dad, that he and Nellie didn't do a great job with their lives, and therefore it kind of screwed yours up a bit, okay?
Yeah.
Now, do you have a sibling that's just dad's and not mom's?
No.
I think you might. and maybe you just didn't know, or something there, okay?
It's possible, but
Yeah.
I asked him. He didn't know either, so I don't know.
So there's just something there that he's showing me that I think might be a son that isn't your mom's.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Are you working in the healing arts right now?
Not now. I did before I had my kids. I was working in healthcare. but not anymore.
You really have it in your energy field, though, babe.
Yeah, I want to go back to work.
I'm
My
getting,
kids are teenagers now.
yeah, I'm getting healing arts, healing arts, healing arts, healing arts. Okay, that's kind of who you are, and I think that sucks in certain ways because I think you were in the healing arts from the day you were born, that you had to take care of a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
How many kids do you have?
3.
What are were there 4 pregnancies?
Yes.
I'm getting 4 pregnancies. What are the kids' names, please?
Julia, Sylvia, and Oksana.
Okay. I wrote Judy or Julie here, so that's got to be Julia. How old is Julia?
13.
Is she the one that's into the arts?
Yes.
Very creative kid.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
And which one is the one into the music?
Oksana.
And how old is she?
19.
Okay, it's around her that I see a Navy uniform.
Okay, maybe a friend of hers.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. And is she, what's that psychology thing?
She's studying psychology now.
Okay. So you see, your dad is aware of what the kids are doing, even though he was, I'm going to say it rudely, even though he was a lousy father and, on the other side, he's a good grandpa. He's telling me all about his grandchildren.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll say that. Okay. All right. And then there was one more. I'm sorry. It was Julia, Rosanna, and then one more was
Sylvia.
Sylvia. What made you name your kid Sylvia?
Oh, I used to love a poet, Sylvia Plath, and I just love the name Sylvia.
I do too, and I don't know why. It's an old-fashioned name, It's like older people, and it's usually a Latina or Latina name, Latino. But I love it. How old is Sylvia?
13.
13 also?
Yeah, she's twins with Julia.
They're twins. Okay, that's why I got Julia by name and not Sylvia. Okay. Are they just learning to put on makeup?
Yes. Yeah.
And they're playing with makeup and they're having a good time with it.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a tiger.
Sylvia loves animals. She's saying she might want to work with animals.
But in the zoo setting, I think, not as a veterinarian, because
exactly.
I see a tiger, and to me that's zoo or safari.
Right,
or something.
And actually, I think their school mascot is also a tiger.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So I think you did great with your kids, amazingly well with your kids, considering the background, okay? All right, who has the beard?
A friend of my husband has a beard.
Does he hang out at the house a bit?
A little bit, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What is your husband's name, please?
Alex.
He's intense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You handle that well.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying to you, girl?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. So I think mostly your dad just really wants to say he's sorry more than anything.
Yeah. It's not necessary. I don't have any blame.
I know you don't.
Yeah.
And that's not who you are, nor has it ever been who you are. However, if let's just put you in his position, and you looked back at drinking all the time and neglecting and negating your kid and not being with your mother and yada, 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 you'd say sorry too from the other side, right?
I would, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he knows that you've forgiven him, but he's just letting you know that he knows he's responsible, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Why was he in the wheelchair?
Well, he nearly died, and then he had a stroke. Had a heart attack and a stroke, and then he had to relearn how to walk, but it was too late. He just was in the wheelchair until he passed away.
Yeah. You know, one of the greatest things about dying is that you immediately feel better. You can walk, you can breathe. He only revealed himself in the wheelchair so you'd know it was him. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Go back to the healing arts when you're ready. That's really who you are. Work on your own intuition. Do your meditations and do that stuff that you're interested in, the psychic medium stuff, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
You've got some real fine intuition of your own, young lady. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And I think that you need to maybe get a massage.
I would love that.
You're so tight in here. When I look at your energy, you're so tight. You take on the world on your shoulders, babe.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sweetheart. You have.
Thank you.
Yeah, you remember those names I gave you, because maybe Dad was saying stuff around the kids. Okay, so remember them. Okay. All right.
I will.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Okay. Do we have someone waiting on the phone line, Bill? Let's take that call. Oh, they came off. Okay, we'll take one more panelist here. And no, I can't see really. Just go ahead and take somebody. How about Darcel? Oh, you missed that. All right. How about Dolores? Take the top one. Hi, sweetie. How are you? Just a minute. You're muted. Unmute it.
Got it.
Thank you. There we go. How are you?
Good.
That's good. What have you been up to?
Oh, just hanging out. Nothing.
Hanging out? Okay. Has there been some changes around your work?
Mm-hmm.
Are you moving?
I want to.
Are you going to California?
That's where I want to go.
Okay. There's work changes move in California around you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Do you know who Anthony or Tony is?
Yeah. Hold on. Why do I know Tony in it? Why can't I think of it right now?
Okay. And has somebody there's a couple of suicides in your energy field, more than one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 2. Yeah, okay. All right, so the one person was all had lots of tattoos.
Mm-hmm. That's my brother-in-law.
Okay. All right. And did he leave with a gun?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And did the other one leave with drugs, or?
Both of them are guns.
Both of them.
Well, one's guns and drugs, and one's guns.
Okay, because I see drugs. Who's the drug one?
My brother.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry that that's happened to you a couple times.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe you're getting my best friend, Khalil. He died. It wasn't really a suicide, but we don't really, I mean, he did a lot of drugs, and he choked on his throw up and he died. And that was 2 months before my brother-in-law.
Okay, so those are the 2 that I'm getting, okay? Even though one was an accidental suicide and one was with a gun, Spirit still kind of tells you that they are gone by their own hand, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right?
So you're saying that Khalil's with me too?
Yes, ma'am.
That's awesome.
Okay, yes, ma'am. And that both of them have tried to let you know that they're safe and sound. There's a lot of talking to you when you're driving in the car.
Yeah, that's when I talk to them.
Okay, and there's a lot of there's twins in your energy field too. The last person I talked to had twins, but I'm seeing twins too.
Yeah, my nieces are twins.
Twins, okay. And there's Are you angry with your sibling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I feel a lot of anger towards a sister, I think it is.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess, yeah.
I think that there's no malintent from your sister.
There's no what?
She's not, no malintent. It means that she doesn't mean to have her issues.
I know, that's why it's hard.
Okay. Okay.
That's my brother-in-law.
Okay. All right. And so I think, he was unfair to her. Yes?
Yeah, he left her with 4 kids.
Okay. It also feels like it was spontaneous to me.
Him killing himself? Yeah, it was because I feel like it was because he was doing drugs and he just couldn't handle himself anymore, like he was disappointed in himself and that's what he felt he had to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I just need to say to somebody, Darcel, don't worry. I'm not going to change it. You can come back on, so don't worry, okay? All right. I'm just seeing somebody writing to me, and I want to make sure because I called her name that she wants to get a chance, okay?
Trust me, I know.
Okay.
I feel her.
You know her?
No, I said I feel that. I was like trying to get on so many times.
Yeah, it's frustrating. I know everybody wants to get on, and we feel frustrated too, trying to make sure we get to as many as possible.
I know you've done a lot tonight too.
Yeah, we do a lot. So I want you to know that Khalil, was he like a boyfriend that turned into a friend?
I mean, I've known him since elementary school. And then like when I was in middle school, that's when like he was like the cool guy, I wanted to be friends with him, but we never had like anything like that. It was, nothing ever.
I think he had feelings for you though.
He just loved, like, he always wanted a relationship. Like he always, one of our last conversations that I remember is us talking about like, how he's like, Dolly, like, why don't you have a boyfriend? And I was like, I don't want a boyfriend. Like, I love being single, And he was like telling me like, you would be a good girlfriend, Yeah.
Yeah. I think he has feelings for you. He's pretty mad at himself for leaving the planet the way he did.
Yeah.
It was really stupid. But he's happy on the other side. It's not that he's not happy. He just thinks that what he did was kind of stupid. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I see a move and California and work changes and some things coming up probably this year in 2019.
Okay. So you do see a move for sure. Like that's what I'm like. I feel like I'm scared to leave and I feel like I want to, but I don't know how to leave.
Well, it feels like maybe you have a connection there or a friend is going with you or there's a friend there or something.
So I should reach out to him?
Yeah, I think somebody will help you from there. Yes.
Because I do have a friend that lives there and I'm just kind of like worried about reaching out to him and like kind of invading his space,
What's his name, please?
Jacob.
I think Jake would be honest enough with you to say if he didn't want to make a connection to help you, but I think he'll help you, okay?
Okay.
Do you know who Richard or Rick or Dick is?
Mm-hmm.
Who's that, please?
Well, it's my friend Richard, but...
Okay. And do you know who Nick, Nicole, or Nicholas, or Nikki is, please? Or Dominic.
God. All these sound so familiar.
Okay. All right. So it feels to me, honey, like there's people that you're going to be able to...
Are they alive? Is Nick alive? Or
yes, Nick is alive and so is Richard. Okay.
Why does Nick sound so... Okay, Nick, Richard.
So it just may sound familiar to you because it resonates for you in the future. Just see what happens for yourself next. Okay, honey?
Okay.
All right. And Joel?
Yeah, Joel. That's my brother-in-law.
Says to tell you that he watches over the kids, okay?
Okay, so don't worry so much.
Well, you can worry because I think I understand your worry, but he's trying, okay?
Okay.
Okay, honey. Have a nice night, honey. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye. Okay, now the woman's name that I called out, did you pay attention to that, Bill LaRue? Okay, can you get her back for me? Darcel Young, down, there you go. Yay, Darcel. It's muted. Hi, Darcel.
So excited. I tried for months.
Oh, you're tired, honey? Are you on the East Coast? Is it late there?
I'm in Canada.
You're in Canada. Ooh, I hope this isn't costing you money, is it?
On Zoom.
Okay. All right. So, who's the woman that I see that's on the other side around you, sweetheart?
It could be my nanny.
She's the one that steps up to the plate first, although there's somebody else too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And is it your dad?
I haven't talked to my dad in months. He was sick and I haven't been able to get a hold of him since.
Oh, okay. Because Nana's saying something about dad. Okay. So I think maybe some things are happening more with dad.
Yeah. I met him. I didn't know my biological father. His wife reached out, she passed away, and then my dad reached out and I met him a month after his wife passed. And then when we left, me and my husband, he ended up with blood cancer.
Okay. All right. And I was just going to ask you who had an issue with their heart or their blood. That's your husband?
No, my nanny.
Your nanny. Okay. All right. I'm getting a little mixed up on everybody here. So, so who had the blood cancer?
My dad.
Okay.
But as I'm aware, he's still alive.
Your dad's still alive? It kind of feels real close. Okay, Darcel?
Yeah.
And so,
he went into a coma. We thought we were going to lose him in March.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels, honey, like it's real close, and that if you can get a chance to say something, you should, or at least send energy over, okay? What is his name, please?
Dave.
And I know your name is Darcel, but who is Darcy? Or
I get called Darcy.
Okay, you get called Darcy because I'm hearing Darcy. Is that what your grandma called you?
She called me Darcy or Gypsy.
Okay, because she's saying Darcy to me. Okay, honey. All right. So I feel like Dave is getting ready to move home. So just so you know, Darcy, okay? All right. Okay. So are you out in some place where there's a lot of wildlife?
We just moved to an area that has a lot of area.
Because I'm seeing like deer and geese and wildlife around you, and it feels like maybe it's a peaceful place and maybe good for you because you're actually a very sensitive girl.
Yes.
Who feels other people's feelings a lot, and I want you to know that it feels like your grandma is kind of a guardian angel to you. Okay. All right. And she's showing me a brother. Do you have a brother?
I have two brothers.
Okay. And she's kind of worried about one of your brothers. Does one of your brothers have some problems, honey?
Well, my older brother, he's an alcoholic. He's had 3 DUIs. He's almost died twice from 2 of them.
Yeah. I just don't like it, baby. It feels like there's something else coming up with your brother too, okay? Sorry. Do you know who Mark is? Mark.
Sounds familiar.
Okay. What's your brother's name, honey?
Jamie.
Jamie? And the other one?
Dylan.
I'm hearing the words rough. I think it's been rough up for you with that one brother that's the drinker, yeah?
Yeah, before my nanny passed, we were really close. And then afterwards, he just wanted, there's a big age gap, so he wanted nothing to do with me. but I'm also the black sheep of the family because I didn't follow the tradition of what people should do.
Well, I was going to say to you, you're the black sheep because you're the white sheep. Do you understand what I mean?
Kinda.
You know,
like I felt like I belonged when I met my dad because like we have the same personality.
Yeah, your dad has is going to have some regrets for sure when he gets over about some things. But I think there were dynamics between him and your mother that got in the way always for him.
They were.
I don't want to blame your mother, but I'm going to say she sure contributed to some of it. It was one of those kinds of things.
I'm going to agree. My mom's very toxic. I don't have a relationship with her.
Yeah, to be perfectly honest with you, Darce, she feels like a borderline personality disorder to me. Borderlines love their same-sex children, but they really are jealous of or they love their opposite-sex children. Female borderlines love their sons, but are jealous of their daughters and pick on their daughters and criticize their daughters. And
yeah, that's my mom with all her daughters.
Yeah, okay, so she actually feels like a borderline to me, and I think your dad threw his hands up a long time ago and didn't quite know what to do, okay?
Yeah.
There's a Kathy. Catherine, Kathleen, Kate, you know who it is?
The only Catherine I know is when I was 15, I adopted 2 children to a Catherine and Mark.
You adopted 2 children from Catherine and Mark? That's why Nana gave that to me.
2 Catherine and Mark. They have my children. 2 of them.
That's why Nana gave that to me. They're the parents of your children.
2 of them, yeah.
Okay, all right, so that's Catherine and Mark. Okay, all right, your Nana, that's a big deal in your life, honey. So Nana's just telling me that. So what a gift that was for you to give and how hard that was. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so your grandma is telling me that information because that makes her proud of you. Okay?
Okay.
And you're going to hear my dogs barking in the background. I'm sorry, baby. Okay.
That's okay.
But you have a child with you now.
I do. He's a micro preemie. He was born at 30 weeks.
Okay. What's his name?
Liam.
How old is he now?
He's 7.
And tell me what you said that he has.
He was a micro preemie. My water
micro preemie. I have hearing aids, baby, and I'm like, okay, but he's doing fine now, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's perfect. He has no.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that he is a fighter.
Yes, I said that since day one.
Yeah, and you've got a nice little family unit now, right?
Yeah, with my husband and his family.
Yeah, you pulled yourself up out of the difficulty. And I want you to know that it feels like you did the right thing for the other kids with Catherine and Mark, me getting their names. I honor that you told me what that was, and I'm telling you that you gave a gift and to everybody. And that means that you're a deliciously old soul that does the right thing even when it's not the easy thing. Okay, Darce?
I did want to get through because I do have 2 other children.
Okay.
Their dad, they're in care in BC. Their dad, no children should have went through what my kids went through, and I finally need to get them back. And it's draining me. Like I can't stop thinking about them, even when I'm around my son and my stepchildren. Because all I do.
Give me their names and ages.
Their name is Ethan and Lily. They're both 9 right now.
They're twins.
No, my daughter was born before she was supposed to do. She was a preemie. But he'll be 10 on the 13th of December.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to say something that is uncomfortable. Ready? Where is the molestation coming from?
Their dad.
What's his name?
Rob.
Okay. Do you have a lawyer?
I do.
What's his name or her name?
Oh, Nadia.
Hold on, I'm going to let me go in for a minute. I think this is important for me to go in for a minute. Okay, baby?
Okay.
What happened when they were 4?
That's when he decided to not let me see them anymore.
Okay. I want to say that you have a shot at it, sweetheart. I can't give you 100% right now when I look at the energy because there's too much waves of other bullshit around it. But I'm going to say that you at least get the ability to make a connection and see them. Okay?
Okay.
There's a woman that influences Raul. Do you know who that is?
It could be his girlfriend who's also not allowed to be near them right now.
Okay.
She's also one of the abusers. Or definitely his mom.
Okay. All right. The drug stuff is coming from where? Or the drug and alcohol stuff is coming from where?
I don't know about him. But my first 2 kids that are adopted, their dad's a drug and alcoholic.
Thank you. Okay. Do you know who Karen is?
Karen would be my kids, like the first 2 I adopted's mom.
Okay. Yeah, I feel positive about it, but not 100% total that you succeed.
Yeah.
Right away. You're gonna have to keep at it.
Yeah, it's because he's a narcissist. So every time we put something in, he fights it.
Yeah, he's a narcissist, honey, because all borderline women are narcissists too. Because, you know, and the thing about narcissists is that for some reason people believe them because they're so adamantly believe in themselves. However, I look at the energy and I feel like it's tipping in your favor. There's just more red tape and more stuff going on, Darce, okay?
Yeah, they told me it's going to be hard because he got custody.
Yeah.
And I don't have it, so we have to like bring everything to court.
Yeah, it's hard, honey, okay? But I do feel good about it, that there's some movement for you. And obviously, since I got Karen and Mark and Catherine and all that stuff, I'm in your energy field. So we know I'm there. And let's just ask everybody that's watching tonight to send some positive energy and good thoughts to you on this. And I would love it if you would write to me in my emails on my website and keep me posted, because I think that you have been very brave in lots of ways that you're not saying to me right now too, okay?
Yeah, I'm just trying to be strong, but I just get drained.
Yeah, you feel very brave to me, okay, darling?
Okay.
Okay, honey.
Thank you.
A good night. You're welcome. You have a good night, okay?
You as well.
Okay, bye-bye, honey.
Bye.
Okay, that's going to be it for us tonight, and we thank you for joining us and hope that this new form will be something that you can get used to. And please, again, share this out to everybody as we progress with this so that we can help other people. So thank you for joining me tonight, and I wish you a wonderful weekend and a great getting ready for Thanksgiving next week. Have a good night. Bye-bye.